Hello there YouTube, welcome along to a how-to guide. Of course this is something that I don't normally do on a YouTube channel, but I'm going to show you guys how to become an iOS public beta tester, because obviously recently Apple announced iOS 12 to the world. At the moment iOS 12 is available for developers to work with so that they can get their apps right. So people like Mark Zuckerberg, for instance, from Facebook, they'll be using iOS 12 right now just to get the app all ready for when Apple does eventually release iOS 12 out to the public towards the end of this year. But it's not just developers that can get their hands on iOS 12 within, now, in theory, because within the next few weeks, certain members of the public, let's say, for now, certain members of the public can also get their hands on iOS 12. And it could even be you guys watching this video right now. And this is what this video is all about. This is going to show you guys how to become an iOS public beta tester. Because basically what Apple does is they roll out the newest update to iPhone users who are a public beta tester before it goes public to everyone else. So it is very easy to do. So all you do is you go to Safari, which obviously is that icon there. We all know what Safari looks like. And then if you've got a website open, just open a new tab. So it looks like this. And press on Google. Or you can put Bing or Yahoo. Either way, it doesn't matter. So then you get this. Of course, the main Google screen page. What you're going to want to put in here on Google when it comes up, you're going to want to put in iOS public beta. Now beta is spelled B-E-T-A. B-E-T-A. There we are. Public beta, right? And now this is the search results for the iOS public beta that you searched on Google or Bing or Yahoo, whatever search engine you use. Now, the one you're going to need is the very top one here, the top link that says Apple Beta Software Program. That's beta.apple.com. So you're going to want to click on here. Now, the good thing is I did this on my new iPad within the last week, actually, when I got my iPad, which was Wednesday just gone at the time of recording this. Wednesday just gone. And actually, I think it was a few minutes after I became a public beta tester, it asked me to update my iPad to the newest updates. Anyway, so as you can see here, it says coming soon, new iOS, macOS, and tvOS public betas. So, of course, they will be getting released within the next few weeks. I'll just read you this little paragraph that Apple had put. So the iOS 12, macOS, Mojave 10.14 and tvOS 12 public betas are coming soon. As a member of the Apple Beta Software Program, you can help shape Apple software by test driving pre-release versions and letting us know what you think. If you're not already a member, sign up today. So obviously on my iPhone I'm not a member for a public beta test, so all you're going to have to do is press sign up. And it's the same every time you get a new iOS device or a new iDevice. It could be a Mac or it could be an iPhone, it could even be an iPad. Literally just become a public, you'll just have to do your public beta details once again. And then that way you are a public beta tester and you can test out iOS 12 when it gets released to public beta testers within the next couple of weeks. So then after that you're going to need to sign in to your Apple account. So you're going to need to use your Apple ID and your password to do it. So I'm just going to type in here my Apple ID and my password. Just give me 1 second. There we go. And now once you've done your Apple ID and your password, you just press that blue button that says sign in. Now it will say whether or not you want to save the password or never for this website. I'm just going to press not now. And for some weird reason, my Apple ID was not entered correct. Oh, I know why. I know why. My Apple ID wasn't entered correctly. Let me just do that again. I did the wrong. There we go. Right, there we are. Not now. Okay. Now we're on track. Here we go. So you will then get greeted with this page here, Guide for Public Betas, and it will tell you the Apple Beta software program lets you try pre-release software and provide feedback to help us make it even better. In this guide, you'll find information on the latest beta releases and how to get started. Check back regularly for updates. So you've got guides for macOS, iOS, and tvOS. Now, you don't really have to look at these guides if you really don't want to. You can just go straight ahead and do the process of this. You know, so it is really up to you whether or not you want to go through the guides. If you don't, at the very top of this page, you've got Apple Beta Software Program Guide, and then if you scroll, you've got something there called Enroll Your Device. If you press Enroll Your Device, or Enroll Your Devices, you'll then get this. And it's called Enroll Your Devices to get public beta software. So enroll your devices to get latest public betas from iOS software update, Mac App Store, or tvOS software update. So what you're going to have to do really is, it is kind of important that you archive an iOS backup. So please note that you are about to install beta software. Always back up your data and files before installing beta versions of iOS. We recommend that you do an iTunes backup and archive it before installing the iOS public beta. That's step 1. Step 2, download profile. So from your iOS device, go to beta.apple.com/profile to download the configuration profile. Your iOS device will prompt you to install it. Follow the on-screen instructions to allow installation. Now, I would press that link there that says beta.apple.com/profile. So just press on that. And then it will say download profile. Just click on that blue button that says download profile. Just press download. It will then come up. This website is trying to open settings to show you a configuration profile. Do you want to allow this? You've either got the option to ignore or allow. If you choose ignore, then it will cancel your public beta. Your public beta setup. But if you press allow, so I'm going to press allow. Here we go. It then takes me straight to my settings. So here we go. We have now got install profile. So this is Apple Care. So it's signed by Apple Care Profile Signing Certificate. The description is configures your iOS device for use with the Apple Beta software program. Contains internal settings. You've also got more details as well. If you want to have a look at more details, you can. Basically, it just comes up saying the internal settings and the signing certificates. So Apple Care Profile Signing Certificate, that expires the 12th of May next year. The Apple Application Integration 2 Certificate Authority, that one expires on the 24th of May 2028. So you've still got about 10 years on that. But anyway, so here we go. So at the corner of the screen, you've either got cancel or install. Now, obviously, if you're going ahead with doing the public beta testing, you're going to want to press install. So that is what I'm about to do. Now, if you have got a passcode on your phone, which I do, just enter your passcode. Here we go. And then you will get a terms and conditions. If you want, you can just read it. And it will just tell you about iOS beta and stuff. And then just press once again in the corner of the screen, install. And then you're going to have to press it again. Install. Here we go. Now, it's going to ask for a restart. Restart required. Please restart your iPhone to apply changes. So you're going to have to press restart. So here we go. I've just pressed restart. So now my iPhone has switched off. It will turn back on again. Here we go. The Apple logo has come up. Just waiting for it for a sec. So yes, so anyway, and that is pretty much, I mean, after this setup is done, so once it's restarted, that is it. You are now a public beta tester, which means that in a couple of weeks, when Apple do release iOS 12 to public beta testers, like me for instance, you can straight away download it before anybody else in September this year. That is when Apple normally do release iOS 12, and well, their big update, shall we say, is in September. So anyway, by the way, if you have restarted your iPhone and you have got a passcode, please enter your passcode in after restarting. And then, if you go into settings, which I will now, and then go into general, which is here, you'll see a number 1 next to software update. So if you press on that, checking for updates, so it's just checking for an update, and here we go. This is iOS 11.4.1 public beta. So this beta software is now available. For details on what is contained in this beta software, you have to go to that website that's highlighted blue. So it is going to take 2.12 gig of storage from your phone to download and install. So all you got to do then is press download and install, enter your passcode if you have one, and then here we go. Now it's just going to request the update, which shouldn't really take that long, to be honest. And then fingers crossed, in a second, it should then start downloading. Here we go. Look, it is starting to download. So there's about 13 minutes remaining for this download. So around about 13 minutes. But this is how easy it is to get public beta testers. So if you do want to have a look at iOS 12 and think and just see what it looks like for yourself before it goes out to members of public, before September, you know, before Apple release it to the nation in September, then this is how to do it in theory. So it is quite good. It is quite easy to do. It is via Apple's website, so it's not one of those third-party websites that could potentially put viruses or whatever on your phone. This is officially from Apple's website. So, and it is really good. I mean, I used to have public beta on my iPod Touch. But for some weird reason, I think after iOS 10, I mean, my iPod has since then not been able to update. So, but anyway, but I'm now a public beta tester now on my iPhone. And I'm also a public beta on my iPad, which is where I'm currently recording this video from as well. So it is quite good. So whenever I do get a new public beta update, of course, I will be updating my iPhone and I will be updating my iPad as well. So we've got, we've got about 11 minutes or 10 minutes remaining for this to download. Then once it's downloaded the update, it's then going to install the update. Once it's installed the update, it will then restart. and then obviously I will then be on iOS 11.4.1 public beta. So there we go. So it is really good. It is really good. Like I say, developers at the moment who make apps for Apple, who have got apps on the App Store, they're able to get their hands on iOS 12 at the moment because they are a developer. And obviously, you know, through Apple, they have created apps for people to download and play with, etc. But obviously, people who aren't developers but want to give Apple some feedback on iOS 12 and etc., etc., they'll be able to do that thanks to the public beta tester. So there we go. This is how to become a public beta tester. So I've got about 10 minutes remaining for this to download. So, you know, in theory, you don't really have to leave this up on your screen for 10 minutes. I mean, if you want to, just, you know, for 10 minutes, you can just go out of here. You can maybe go into YouTube, for instance, and I don't know. I'm just going to put any random video on, to be honest. I mean, I really don't know what to put on. But literally, you can put any video on. And then, yeah, and then go back in about 10 minutes. So, for instance, you could even watch a 10-minute video. Yeah, for 10 minutes. But anyway, you know, so you can do that, or you can just, you know, watch something on Netflix or play a game. You know, you just play like Bejeweled Blitz, for instance, which is what I'm gonna play just for a minute. You know, okay, it's asking. I'm not that old. There we are. I'm gonna skip the tutorial. So there we go. Look, you can just play a game for a second. Okay. Like that. There we are. There we are. I can't do this properly. But yeah. I'm trying my best. Okay, I'm trying my best. Oh, it's 30 seconds. Do you want to know something? I might just, hold on. Just give me a sec. I'm just going to literally try and, yeah. Right, so anyway, but you kind of get the idea of this anyway. I mean, obviously I can do it via the screen anyway. But yeah. So, yeah. There we are. Oh, I got 23,550. New high score. Anyway, and then, you know, after that, you can just literally come back, go into your settings, wherever that is. And then, there we are. I mean, although on here, it says there's about 13 minutes remaining again, so I don't know. Oh no, now it's 8 minutes. So you see, I've kind of taken up 2 minutes of my time just by, you know, maybe going on YouTube and also playing a little game of Bejeweled Blitz on my phone. So yeah. So anyway, also as well, I'm just going to say something now as well. Obviously, my phone at the moment is fine. It is on 46%. But if you are thinking about doing this iOS public beta update and stuff, make sure that your phone is either on charge or it is fully charged. You know, because you don't want your phone to be on like 20% or 15% for you to go, oh, well, you know what? There's a new public beta test. I want to update my iPhone, because it'll mess up the update. Put it that way. So, yeah. So, yeah, there we go. So, also as well, if I press that website, I'll tell you right now very quickly, because obviously I am going to wrap this video up here, actually. But I'm going to very quickly tell you what is in this update when it loads. So, you're going to have to sign in to your Apple ID in order to see what's in this update. Okay. So once you've signed in, I mean, it's remembered my username, but yeah. So anyway, all you got to do, I think, is it on iOS? Learn more about iOS 11. I don't know. I don't think it has. No, it doesn't really tell you, but it sends you back to where you was originally, which was the guide. But anyway, but also as well, via the Apple website, you can provide feedback as well. And Apple do listen to that feedback as well. So it is really ideal that you do go ahead and, well, yeah, and give them feedback really on their on what they can improve on, how they can improve it. Yeah, so there we go. So anyway, I've got 6 minutes remaining. This is proving to be a very long video. I might just actually... We'll continue this, I think, until my phone's fully updated, I think. So, yeah, so there's another 6 minutes remaining for this to be downloaded. Well, now there's 5 minutes remaining for this to be downloaded. So, it is nearly done. But, yeah. But anyway, I don't really think, to be honest, I mean, obviously I looked at the iOS 12 when Apple unveiled it on Monday, just gone. Monday the... What was it? I can't remember. Well, it was something. It was a date, yeah. But anyway, and obviously Apple did announce their next iOS update, and it doesn't seem too bad, to be honest. I mean, iBooks is now going to just be called Books. Also, as well, Apple can give you certain time limits for using apps such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and also as well games as well, just in case you are, you know, one of those gaming addicts on your mobile phone. You can also time limit yourself for that. But you know, I think mostly as well, iOS 12 is kind of built for the iPhone X in theory, because Animoji was probably the biggest thing about the update. Because now there's such thing as Memoji, which means you can make yourself into an emoji and also use that emoji as well to take photographs, to do FaceTime video calling on as well, and also as well, not only that, but you can also now do group FaceTime calls as well, and it's all thanks to iOS 12, which of course the public betas will be able to make great use of in a couple of weeks once Apple have rolled out the iOS 12 for public betas. Meanwhile, the rest of the public can look forward to that when Apple do release iOS 12, the final version of iOS 12, to all members of the public at the very end of September this year. So there we go. There's another 3 minutes remaining on this, so which isn't too bad. So another 3 more minutes of just, you know, don't know what else to say other than, you know, this is the public beta. But anyway, so I'll just literally just stand here with, I'll just sit here with my phone just facing the screen here, you know, just smile away. Anyway, for another 3 minutes. Oh yeah. Oh, excuse me. I'm a bit tired. A little bit tired. Anyway, 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes to go. By the way, just to make a bit of just to take a bit of time, away from this. I'm just going to very quickly talk about E3 because E3 is coming up next week. Really exciting time, E3. I mean, there's been a couple of things announced already. As a matter of fact, if you are watching this today on Sunday the 10th of June 2018, later on this evening at 7:30 there will be a live video on YouTube, in fact, about me talking about what to expect at this year's E3 2018 event. It is set to be a really big year in terms of video. I mean, it's the biggest year in the gaming calendar because that is where a lot of software, where a lot of games are announced, and sometimes hardware like I'll give you some examples. The next PlayStation. I mean, obviously that's not going to be announced this year, no way, but it is in the pipeline, and it will be announced within the next couple of years, maybe at an E3 event, who knows. So yeah, which would be good. Right, we are now on a countdown on this because we have got literally about 40 seconds remaining until my iPhone decides to do something. But yes, anyway, as I was saying, so I'll be telling you guys what to expect in my E3 live video later tonight if you're watching this on the 10th of June. If you're watching this after the 10th of June, go back and watch the replay because, yeah, that's basically me talking about what to expect in a couple of days from all sorts of gaming companies like Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony, Ubisoft, Bethesda as well. Yeah, Square Enix, Epic Games as well. So yeah, so those are the sort of companies that are going to be at E3 and are going to be announcing brand new games for different platforms, whether that's Xbox One, PS4, or Nintendo Switch, you know. So yeah, anyway, so that's happening. And then later this week, between Tuesday, is it Tuesday? It might be Tuesday, in fact. Between Tuesday and Friday, maybe, I am going to be going live on YouTube. I'm getting tired, I don't know why. I'm going to be going live on YouTube again to talk about everything that was announced at E3 2018. So yes, so there we go. Right, here we go. So we are now preparing the update. So I don't know, God knows how long this is going to take for them to prepare this update. There we go. Fingers crossed this hurries up. So yeah. So of course I've got basically 4 live videos coming up this week talking about E3. It's going to be good. It is going to be really, really good. And if I am able to, during my daily vlogs, because they're also going up this week as well, during my daily vlogs, I will probably be posting the trailers to some of the announced games at this year's E3 event. I've already done it in today's daily vlog that's going out later today. So, yeah. Anyway, how long is this going to take? Come on. So, yeah, there's all sorts of games. I mean, most of them are sports games, to be honest, that were announced. But anyway, it is going to be really good. Right, anyway. We are nearly there. We are nearly there. I think, has it got to get to the end of that blue line? Ugh, I hope not. Because honestly, it's going to take forever and ever. So anyway, I'm just going to leave you guys with that screen for a sec. As a matter of fact, can we just literally... There we are. I'm hoping that that does not fall. Right, here we go, look. Oh, and my girlfriend's texted me. I'll have a look at that text in a second. Anyway. Oh, no, this update's taking forever. My phone will literally go down to 20% and it will still say, preparing update, preparing update. Anyway, I think it is nearly there now, isn't it? That blue line. So we're just literally now waiting for this blue line to go across the screen. Once it has, then the update will start, which will be good. So yeah, and once the update started, I have no idea. I don't even have a Scooby as in how long it's gonna take to update. But anyway, I've been doing this now how-to guide for a good half an hour now. So it will take a bit of time for you to do the update kind of thing. Because obviously I've shown you, I mean obviously it's going to take you probably no less than 5 minutes for you to simply do the public beta testing. You know, to become one, shall I say. Because it's pretty simple. Safari, Apple website, public beta software program. You know, sign up, enter your Apple ID details, and then sign in, enroll your device is what you need, and then just press download profile, and then install, you know, and then boom, there you go, you are, and then all you got to do is just restart your iPhone, iPad, and then yeah, and then just go into settings, press general, go into your software update. It will come up with this update, which is your public beta update, and then all you got to do is just update it. I mean, you don't have to stay on this screen. Admittedly, you don't. I mean, you could just go off and do whatever you want to do. I mean, you can, you know, call your friends, play some games, watch YouTube, you know, whatever you want to do. While it's just downloading the update and preparing the update in the background. I would probably advise just check back on the update in around about half an hour after starting it, because I mean, who knows, it might have your update might start by then. But I mean, obviously with me, it is taking kind of forever to download, but that's okay. I could probably make do with this update being prepared. But yeah. So here we go. It's now downloaded. So hold on. Okay. So now I'm gonna have to connect it to a power device because you can't install it unless it's got 50% battery or it's on charge. So my phone is on 30%, so obviously it wouldn't allow me to install. But now all you got to press is install now. It's just going to verify the updates. It's just verifying that update. As soon as it has, which will be within the next few minutes. Here we go. So obviously your iPhone has switched off, or your iPad, whatever you're going to do the public beta test on. It has switched off, and now it's doing the circle wheel of death, and now you've got the Apple logo. Once the Apple logo has shown for about 30 seconds to 1 minute, you'll then get the... Oh, now it's turned off again. Is it going to turn back on again? There we are. Now you got the Apple logo once again. So obviously it might just turn on with the Apple logo and then turn back off before coming up with the Apple logo again. Just allow it to do that. Obviously it's just verifying the update, and now the update has started. As you can see underneath that Apple logo, whenever you do an update, of course you've got that little line going across the screen, obviously, and that black and that thicker black line is obviously the update that is going to be going across the screen as well. So obviously give this around about 5 to 7 minutes to update. Once it is updated, your iPhone screen will then turn off and turn back on again. Obviously it will just restart itself in order for the update to finish. And then once it has been finished, it will probably then ask you just to put in your Apple ID, not your Apple ID, your passcode if you've got one, into your iPhone, and then it will just tell you to just just say your update has now been completed. All you got to do is press the blue button that says get started, and then it will introduce you to the home screen. So as you can see, the update is moving along quite nicely. Of course, that thicker black line is getting much longer now. So of course we are getting very, very close. Right. Okay. So obviously, obviously it is still updating. It is going to take a while to update, by the way. So, oh god, I'm going to leave this video here. I just dropped my phone and taken it off charge. Let me just put it back on charge. There we are. It should be on charge now. Right, anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Your next YouTube video is coming soon. But from me here, it's goodbye. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.